Greetings, this is Paul the Poke from paulthepoke.com. Today's topic, trend update, Russian military base near Golan Heights, August 3rd, 2017. Scripture references out of Ezekiel 38, verse 4, and I will turn you about and put hooks into your jaws, and I will bring you out and all your army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed in full armor, a great host, all of them with buckler and shield, wielding swords. Now God is talking to Gog of Magog, who is in charge of Meshech and Tubal. Gog is the leader of what many scholars and historians believe to be modern-day Russia, and I have a link provided for the details if anybody's interested. Meshech and Tubal are generally believed to be modern-day Turkey, and again, a link is provided if you folks want details. Now what we have here is a map of southwest Syria. Damascus here in the north of the map. In the blue, the Golan Heights. Red would be Syria, Russia, Iran, Hezbollah, all the Shia Muslims. Green would be al-Nusra, Al-Qaeda in Syria. These are the folks supported by the United States. And then we have a little pocket of ISIS here in the gray up against Israel in the Golan Heights. Now, the focus of the verse is the size of the army arrayed by Gog, and all of your army. The Hebrew word for all is kol. Simply put, it means the whole or all the army. And it's stated a second time, all of them clothed in full armor. Again, it's the term kol in Hebrew, or kol. This group is well dressed and has provision to fight. Their gear is splendid, or miklal. This word could also be translated as perfection or gorgeous. So the army looks impressive. And then a third time, the army is described as a great host. They are Rab in the Hebrew, which can be stated as much, many, or great. And then finally, a fourth time, all of them, the same word, call. And so this concept is emphasized four times, and it's a massive army that's well armed and prepared to attack and defend. And definitions are provided by Strong's Concordance. Now, as a brief review, the Russian armed forces first came into northern Syria in late 2015. Since then, the Russians have reached the Golan Heights on the border with Israel. And we'll back out and give you a brief review of these things. Russia has a base, a naval base, Air Force base, near Latakia, up here in the north of Syria. And they also have different Air Force bases located throughout Syria. Turkey, up north, is looking to purchase and build Russian S-400 missile defense system. Russia has deployed S-400 and S-300 defense systems into Syria. Armed ground forces are actively engaged throughout the country of Syria. So pretty much where you see red, those are Russian-supported troops, mostly the Syrian, pro-Assad government forces, but they're supported by the Russians. Now, as of July, so within the last month, there has been a lot of movement down here in the southern part of Syria. July 7, Russia's Vladimir Putin and the United States' Donald Trump agreed to a ceasefire in southwest Syria. And the ceasefire in southwest Syria was declared a safe zone, and that started July 9, 2017. So 12 days later, on July 9, Russian troops are essentially on the Israeli and Syria border at Quneitra, Syria. And that's this little pocket right here. You can see it. And that's Quneitra, Syria. I mean, it is on the Israeli border. And they're Russian troops delivering humanitarian aid of food, basic goods, and medical care and supplies. 5 days later, July 24, Russian military police were introduced to safe zones in southwest Syria in the Golan Heights, again near Quneitra. So we have Russian MPs in here administering aid, humanitarian aid, and then also policing the safe zones, enforcing, making sure everything is peaceful and secured. And then we had this on August 1st. Israeli ambassador to Russia, Gary Koren, made the following statement to Sputnik News out of Russia. And I quote, and this is per Israeli ambassador to Russia, Gary Koren. According to our legislation, the Golan Heights are an independent part within Israel. If anyone keeps thinking that this question has yet to be discussed, it is naive of them. And again, that's Israeli ambassador to Russia, Gary Koren. You can read more details of the quote at SputnikNews.com. A link is provided, Israel, Golan Heights, Syria. But the blue area is what we're talking about. That's the Golan Heights. One day later, after he makes this statement, Russia is reported to be building a military base in southern Syria. Now, the base is believed to be located somewhere between Quneitra and Dara'a, down here in a little bit further to the south and east. And as what's going on, Russian military troops are reported to be replacing Syrian troops. So they're making a swap. So every place you see red in here, Russian troops are starting to fill this area. And they're going to be the ones managing this. And according to almazdarnews.com, 400 troops initially have been dispatched to this area. And then somewhere in this area, there's going to be a Russian military base that's built. So, I mean, the build is increasing, and it is starting. You can check out these links, timesofisrael.com, almazdarnews.com, and you can get specifics on this. But, you know, if this is the time Ezekiel is discussing, the military buildup from Russia and Turkey is just getting started, and it's going to be massive and overwhelming just based on the language of the verse. So if you're interested in this topic, please feel free to check out the category Ezekiel 38:39 at paulthepoke.com. Keywords: Russia, Golan Heights, Israel, Meshach, Tubal, Gog, Magog. Take care. Thanks for listening. Bye.